Election in Ondo State, and our political editor, Sheon Kibaloye, is live at the INEC State Collation Center to bring us up to speed on the status of that election. Hello, Sheon.
Hi, how are you? And welcome to the Ondo Governorship Election State Collation Center here in the state capital, Akure. And of course, you can see behind me the microphones from literally every major television and media organization in the country trying to get their cameras and get their microphones to capture all the sights and the sounds of the result announcement. But that has not commenced just yet, because INEC will be coming out to give us exactly when the exercise will commence. But let's get a sense of what this means for INEC, when the exercise will commence, and what Nigerians should expect as far as this election is concerned. I'm being joined on the News at 10 tonight by Professor Kunle Ajayi, who is a National Commissioner for INEC and one of the coordinators for this election. Is live for us right here. Thanks, Prof, for joining us on the News at 10.
Good evening, Phil.
Yeah, give us an update on the status of the collation of the result. When should we be expecting, or when will the collation start?
By exactly 11 p.m. this evening, we are going to start the state collation. And when we start, it will be a marathon. It will not be a matter of you release 3, you go on break, you come back. No, once we start, until we release, until we make we declare the winner, we won't be fair. So it will be a marathon.
So you'll begin tonight at 11 p.m.
Starting at 11, and until we release, until we make the final pronouncement of the winner, we won't be fair.
So how many results from the local governments do you have now?
Yes, sir. As at about 30 minutes ago, 7 local governments have completed their collation and they are already on ground. And maybe before 12 midnight, more than half of the results will have been in. But I can assure you, until we declare the winner, we will not leave here. We will wait till the last local government before we leave, and we make a pronouncement.
So there are those who think that there are some issues in terms of the transportation of the results and the officials from those had to reach local government areas. What are you hearing from them? That could delay the process of the announcement of results, isn't it?
Yes, as I told you yesterday, there are local governments that are so far away. For instance, one of them is about 190 kilometers to Akure, and across the ocean, across the river. So we have to wait. There are some with difficult terrains that I told you we have to a kind of relay. Vehicles getting to a point, motorbikes taking over. And when they are returning, it will be that chain again. They will come, motorbikes will take the result from them, then they will join a vehicle, then will come to Akure here. So I don't have any fear that by 6 a.m. maybe everything would have been over.
So give us you were very certain that this election will go without any logistical or operational issues. But there are a few issues that people have raised. How do you react to some of these issues?
What are those issues?
For example, the candidate of the PDP said there are issues relating to the delay in the performance of the BVAS.
Yeah, our BVAS performed 100% optimally. But in the case of the candidate of PDP, when we took the picture earlier, when we captured him earlier, it was him alone, nobody behind him. But when he went to the polling booth, there were crowds following him. And by the time you place the BVAS will be seeing so many faces, we could be confused. So until they were able to separate him a bit from the crowd following him, it was then the thing captured him. So there was nothing wrong with our BVAS. It performed 100% all over the state, all over the state.
The glitches that were noticed, for example, in not recognizing, and not only the PDP candidate, even some civil society organization had said BVAS in some areas had difficulties.
Then you have to take it, we depend on internet, the global internet, the global network. So network will fail at times. Okay, even yesterday when you were trying to play a video clip, the thing went off. We waited for 10 minutes. The thing come up. So that's the problem of machine. So because of network, there could be a delay, but eventually nobody, I'm repeating it, nobody went to the polling unit today and was not captured and that did not vote. Nobody in Ondo State. Nobody.
Give us an understanding of the kind of skirmish and some of the issues we saw in Idore area that are being reported. What is the update and what are the details that you have?
We had violent cases in Idore, and the reasons could be very clear to all of us. One, APC chairman, state APC chairman is from Idore. PDP deputy governorship candidate is from Idore. So, two forces in the same town. So, ordinarily, you will expect some tension. So, that was what happened. And the third factor, which, from my investigation, the third factor is that I was told that Idore is historically violent when it comes to election. Historically, it could be true, it could be valid, it could be invalid. But I was told that. But the two factors that were so clear to us were that when APC chairman for the state is from Idore, the same time PDP deputy governorship candidate is from Idore. So we have two forces, two balanced forces in the town. So automatically the town will be divided. Some supporting the APC chairman, some supporting the deputy governorship candidate. So I think that's why we had the problem there. But eventually we were able to resolve.
Give us an understanding the issue of vote buying.
Yes.
A few arrests were made. Has it come to the notice of INEC?
Yes, our dashboard recorded that. But as I told you yesterday, that the issue of vote buying is beyond INEC. The vote buying issue is for the police to manage, the EFCC to manage, the ICPC to manage. We don't have power of arrest. We don't have power of prosecution. We don't have those powers. So there are divisions of responsibilities as far as this election is concerned. The security forces are in charge of security and arresting vote buying, arresting vote buyers, arresting vote sellers, and so on. So it's beyond INEC. Just take it from us. It's beyond INEC. But I need to say that the issue of vote buying is no longer a Nigerian issue. Even the recent American election, we heard that somebody said that we'll be giving them 1 million naira every day. That is vote buying. But you have to find a way of curing it so that to sanitize our democratic system, we have to find a way of curing it. We have to give credibility to our democratic system.
Let me ask you, just about 98% of the results have been turned into the IREF. Why the delay in about 2%?
98% have been recorded. But as I told you, network will be an issue. Network. We all use the same network. INEC hasn't got its own network. So we are using the old network. 200 million people, we are using the same network. So at times, it could be problem of network. Sending it, bouncing back, sending it, bouncing back. Even at our own individual level, we do send messages and it will bounce back. But remaining just 2%, we can't do any mago with the 2%. It's not possible.
Give us an understanding about this, how INEC sees this exercise. Do you think that this is a progress for you as a commission, comparing it to Edo governorship election, which happened a few weeks ago?
Ondo State will be a different ball game, and you witness it that it was a different ball game. This election today was a cleaner election. I told you that yesterday. There was no basis of comparing us with Edo. Every election has its own uniqueness. Our own uniqueness here is clean election, which everybody has agreed to. Even the observers, they say this is This is almost the best election. I told you yesterday, we are going to perform far better than what happened in Edo. And you have seen it. And I think you have to congratulate me for that.
So INEC is happy with this. You think you performed well?
Yes, we performed well, wonderfully well. And I'm proud of myself being a member of the commission.
Professor Okunle Ajayi, thank you so much indeed. It's good to have you on the news at 10. Professor,
Collation at 11, and it will be a marathon till the following morning. Until we are not the result, nobody is leaving this place.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Professor Okunle Ajayi, who is the National Commissioner for INEC, coordinating this election. Of course, you see journalists who are seated right here. But one thing, it's going to be a waiting game behind me. I sit here waiting for the officials that will be able to coordinate the exercise. And so far, waiting game, but yet we have our eyes on the collation from the local government areas. We do know that about 7 of the local government area results have arrived at the INEC headquarters here in Akure. So we'll be waiting to bring you up to speed. And that's it.